Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 2 of my walkthrough for the Old Hunters DLC from Bloodborne, or part 22 if you're going all the way through from the Platinum Guide as well at the end of that. So yes, we're going off to the Research Centre. We've just beat Ludwig, so we're going to go straight back there and just carry on up into the Research Centre. We're going to be taking on 2 bosses in this video, but they are the 2 easiest, I would say, out of the DLC. And definitely the best. The final one we're doing is definitely the best in the whole game, I would say, personally. So yeah, I'm just going repairing, and then we go back to the underground corpse pile, which is where we fought Ludwig. And this guy will be here. I forget his name, but make sure to speak to him. He's the guy that we spoke to in the first video at the shortcut. So we need him to go on his kind of storyline. And we're going to get a key from him right at the end of it. So just talk to him until the dialogue's exhausted, and then you can move on. And yeah, let's get into the research centre, the research hall, should I say. Not my favourite part of the DLC. It's very confusing, almost. So there's 2 enemies here. I've always struggled with these 2. I don't know why, but you've got the guy with the gun, and you've got the I don't actually know what they're called, the enemies. But they hit so hard, and the guy with the gun can hit really hard as well. I should have healed there, is what I should have done. And then I ran straight into the... yeah, that. So, basically, don't do what I just did, and you'll be fine. So there's a few doors here. Most of them are locked. There is one, I'll just show you quickly down here. We will get the key. So the guy that we spoke to at the start, his storyline will eventually lead to us getting the key for this room. There is a weapon, there's a guy in there, so I've just spoken to him, and I said I can't hear the bell. I don't believe it doesn't it matters what you say to him. So if you just say you can't hear the bell, it'll be the same as thing that I've done, and you'll be fine. Yeah, so we'll get the key from him to open that door eventually, and that guy's got a weapon for us. Speaking of which, here's our first one, his Fist of Gratia, so make sure you pick that up. Yeah, so that's 9 now. We're not going to get the trophy in this video. We can't open that door down there until we've kind of finished the second one. The reason I'm hitting this wall, I'm not gone completely mental, is you'll see in a minute. Well, later on, we're going to get a key for that door, and there's a hunter hid behind it. I was trying to hit him through the wall. It didn't work. Right. Yeah, dangerous area here as well. There's just 2 enemies. Doesn't look like there's anything here, but there's 2 hunters, 2 NPCs. So yeah, take care of this one. So just come hit this one with a charge R2 and then run back downstairs again, because one of them uses arcane, and you want to get the hell out of there. There was one at the altar as well, so we hit the one on the right hand side who's going to follow you no matter what. They're very quick. They'll chase you down with the threaded cane there. Pretty simple enough, just a couple of charge R2s and finish them off. Yeah, although that is close. Wow, I don't know how I messed that up, to be honest, but yeah, that's how quick. That's Bloodborne for you, isn't it? Just out of nowhere, you can just suddenly lose all of your health. But yeah, that's you don't want to be fighting both of these at the same time, so that's why I've brought you down here. So this one has arcane, who is the more dangerous one from a distance. So you kind of try and get them to come down. They don't always. You can try and hit them through the wall as well. It's not the easiest thing to do, so you may just have to go for it. Watch for a break in the arcane attacks and just go for it, and then annoyingly they back away as you do. Okay, we'll get there in the end. And if you are on the stairs, you do have the height disadvantage, which is an advantage when the arcane spell. It should go over your head. And you should be able to dodge it fairly easily. Making this look a lot more difficult than it actually is. I'm just trying not to get hit. Yeah, so you can see it went straight over the top of my head as I ran up the stairs there. There we go, right. Okay. So that's those 2 done. They won't come back, don't worry. They're done now. Yeah, a couple of the more difficult NPCs for sure, especially if you stay up here and try and fight them. They're quick. The first one's quick. And the other one will just keep spamming those arcane attacks at you from a distance. Just going to go in here quickly, show you there's some blood chunks if you need them. I don't, but we have these weird rats, which just a single R2 should take care of them. They do drop poison knives, which can be helpful, I suppose. Now, There we go. Bloodstone chunks. And now we're going to use this lift several times now. So the pendant we got from Laurence right at the start, the beginning of the first video, the beginning of the guide. That's what we're using here. You're going to put it in that skull, and the lift will take you up, and you'll be here. And so interact with the lamp, and then go straight back down again. Yeah, we're going to do lots of up and down with this lift now. So we need to get. We're going to go back down to where we just were, and then we're going to send the lift up again to get underneath it. And there's a couple of things we need, which is Laurence's skull, which is going to allow us to fight Laurence as a boss. So once you have his skull and you go back to the area where he was lying on his throne, the big cleric beast that's on fire, he'll wake up once you have his skull, which is going to be here. But we're not going to deal with Laurence in this video. We're going to go we'll do him just before the final boss, just before the Orphan of Kos. Why not? Both of the hardest bosses back to back. Keep the momentum going that we get from Laurence. Take it in with us into Orphan of Kos. So once you've got the skull, if you hit the switch, you can send the lift back down. And at the bottom here is the church cannon, which is obviously needed for the weapon trophy. So that's number 10. So just 6 more to get. I believe we get 2 more, 2 more in this video. One of which is a shield, which is completely useless, really. So yeah, we're going to go back up again, and then we're going to step off, and we're going to send it down again to go back up again. Yeah, it's a lot of messing around, but there's a couple of important things down there. You can see the next thing we're getting is the balcony key. That obviously takes you to the balcony. It's not a place that you need to go, but I'll show you where the key is if you want to go. There's a hunter tool there. I don't use them because my arcane's not high enough. You probably, if you're following along, your arcane's probably not high enough, so you don't need it. You don't need it for a trophy or anything, so I'm not going to go there, but I'll show you where the door is. I'll show you where the key is. Yeah, and it can be a bit dangerous in there. It's basically the mirror of where you fought the Celestial Emissary. You drop down into that sort of garden, and there's a hunter tool there. So we're in the research hall now, properly. So that first bit was kind of the end of the last area, the beginning of this area. It's kind of in between. So there's a couple of these scurrying beasts, whatever you want to call them. And this is the door that the balcony key opens. So you can see, first floor balcony. Simple enough. So we'll get that and you can go down. You get it from this room on the left hand side here. I'll just show you. This is going to be a shortcut. We'll open up later on. The balcony key is literally behind that door. So yeah, you can come straight across if you want to get it. So these guys, or girls mainly, they look innocent enough, kind of, but they do not let your guard down around them. They can make very short work of you, especially in a group. They have that sort of flurry of attacks there. They have headbutts. They have all sorts. Yeah, they look innocent enough, but they are not. If you're at the same sort of level I am, you should just be able to get away with just a single R2 to kill them. Yeah, just watch out for them. It may not look like much. The damage is kind of not much. But they can get you caught up in a flurry of their own attacks, or there'll be a bunch of them, and they are fast as well. I can see that. Where the hell did he just come from? You could see him in the distance a second ago, and then right there. So yeah, be careful with them. This one weirdly isn't coming. So yeah, the idea of this area is we're going to go to the top, hit the switch at the top for the stairs. It's going to twist the stairs around and allow us to go to the boss fight. But it can be a bit confusing. There's lots of side rooms, there's lots of up and down. It all looks quite similar. These ones are innocent enough, they won't attack you, but you can kill them if you want, and I probably would to put them out of their misery, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to just skip the area. So at the top of those stairs we just came to, there was a room to the right hand side, and we've gone to the left. We're going to ignore, I can't get on these ladders, I couldn't get the prompt to show up. We're going to ignore the room on the right. It's full of those enemies. We don't need to go in there, so we're not going to. That is a key that we need later on to get a weapon, which we will go and get quite near the end. We need to twist the stairs around first. These ones are quite not difficult, they hit hard. So I hit him with 2 charge R2s and he doesn't get knocked back at all, which I was not expecting. Usually you can just hit those with an R2, and again, he doesn't die, he's just going straight through them. Like, you'll see another one that I fight one of these, and it's just a simple charge R2, knock them over, charge R2, dead. So yeah, that's the other room. If we would have gone right at the top of the stairs, there's another room there with a load of the enemies in there. Some of them chuck these sort of glass bottles, which smash a load of horribleness all over you. So don't need to go in there, so I'm not going to. Just come the other way around. So yeah, we're a floor above now. We don't need to go down there. I'm not going to do all of the rooms, I'm just going to do the important ones. You see there's a hunter there to the left. He doesn't come after you until you twist the stairs around at the top. So don't worry about it just yet. There's quite a few of these in here, so just checking here. I'm not going to go in here and do the rest of the rooms because I don't need to. Obviously, if you want to go and explore, feel free. So there's this guy at the top here with his minigun, his Gatling gun. He's actually trying to hit these enemies. You can see they've already got some health missing, so he has hit them. But he will try and get you as well, obviously, so we'll go around and get him in a minute. And these aren't even the worst ones. The ones with the clothes on, with the sort of dressing gown on, they're the slow ones. You get the fast ones, which we'll see shortly. They're a problem. And then you get the dog version as well. So you see there's a switch on the floor there. I'll show you it again in a moment. I was not expecting to get caught in that then. He would definitely fire in a bit longer than off he goes. Then I thought he would. We can see a switch just here. There's a square. So you can see these. There's quite a few of them in front of bookcases or these sort of shelves. And that will happen. And you'll get caught up in it. So watch out. Whenever you go in front of a bookcase, there's quite a few of them have them. So just watch out for that. Here's a shortcut. It's going to take us all the way back down to the bottom floor where we can get the balcony key, and you can go and do the balcony if you want. A few more wheelchair guys in here. They're obviously simple enough. Yeah, I do love the look and the feel of this place, but it's just so confusing. There's so much up and down and doors everywhere. Yeah, it took me a while to learn it for the video, let's say. So this is another shortcut. This is going to take us right down to the bottom floor again, to the lamp essentially. So you want to get this one opened up just in case anything goes wrong. So there's going to be a woman here strapped to a chair who has the balcony key. I think she asked for some sort of fleshy something, basically feed her something. We're not going to do that. If you just kill her, you can get the balcony key. So if you kill her, there you go, balcony key, and then you can go and get that hunter tool if you want, which I believe is the arcane spell that the previous NPC was using. So if you go over to that door, go through it, drop down into the garden, there's a guy sat on a chair that's holding it. Lots of damage coming your way if you go that way, so yeah, watch out. And you'll circle back round and you'll end up at the bottom floor where we fought those 2 NPCs and where the lift is. So that's where it'll take you out, drop you down. It's basically where the Celestial Emissary was and where Abritus was. That's the area. So now we'll continue. So the door is... nope, I can't show you now, I've walked away. The door is to the right that we need to go through for the boss, but we need to switch the stairs around. Yeah, you see there's another switch there, so watch out. So that was one of the ones without the clothes on. They seem to be faster and more aggressive, so do watch out for them, especially if they're in a group. So this is the start as well. We've come round in a full circle. The reason we've done that is because once you switch the stairs around, you won't be able to get on them from the bottom floor anymore. Yeah, they were an innocent one, but never mind. So yeah, you'll need that shortcut, those 2 lifts we've just opened up to get up here, and then this is where you'll get on the stairs and go up to the boss fight. So I'm going to go back up again. I'm going to go and twist the stairs around. Yeah, so there's As you see, it's pretty confusing. I mean, there's rooms we haven't even been in on these side bits that we don't need to go in. So going up here, this is where the guy with the minigun was. Here's my my second guy. So yeah, you can see how easy they actually are. You should usually just get the charge on them, and then a second charge to knock them over, and then just finish them off. And that should have been it. So I don't know why the other one wasn't falling over, but there you go. And upstairs. So yeah, obviously be careful up here. You can drop and die. They do like their rafters in Dark Souls and Bloodborne games. There's always seemed to be in the rafters. Yep, that was a surprise I was kind of expecting but forgot. Couple of rats up here. So the switch is actually in the middle there. I'm just going to clear these rats out so they will come after you if they see you. And there's an item here. Crows apparently are the hardest enemies in the game. How's that not dead? Ah, I thought it was. That's definitely not a 2-hit kill. There's no. It must have like 1 HP after that. So another stone chuck, another innocent one over there. And now we'll actually twist the stairs around. And we'll go and get the Loch shield, which is a shield in Bloodborne. Okay. I might have some super special use I don't know about, but yeah, I don't need a shield. You probably don't need a shield. I'm just going to send this one. I always like doing this. Just send him off for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe he's supposed to drop on you from below. I don't know when you're below. But he's never done it. And then we'll go back down. So different set of ladders this one. I would just take a quick break off to the left here. There's going to be a gem in this chest if you want to grab it. Depending on your setup, it might come in useful. Fine strike damp gem. So here's, you're going to see a couple of these. This is a definite nope moment. You can see a couple of the ones with no clothes on come running up. They are quick. Do not fight them on the stairs. If you try and dodge, look at them. Oh, they're terrifying. Yeah, almost get me. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, double kill there. So yeah, one of them, I hit them both with the same attack then, just a normal R2. One of them died with 1 hit. One of them didn't, which is quite nice. I thought they were going to die with 1 hit. These ones don't have a head, so they will not attack you unless you attack them. They obviously don't know where they are. And there's a room here to the left I'll show you in a minute. There's a trap as well, so watch out for that. Blue elixir, this is the one that makes you disappear. Yeah, there's a room here, and it's full of you can just see them on the floor, kind of sacks of mass. I don't know what they are, but they have madness, and that you can actually get the sack head, put yourself in there, which we don't need, so I'm not getting it. Yeah, the room's full of madness, so watch out. Here's the hunter. Now that we've twisted the stairs around, he can come and get us. He's simple. He. I think this one's he. It's pretty similar to the one that was downstairs. Thread cane and poison darts and what have you. So yeah, just a few charge R2s will take care of them, no problem. Yep, you jumped into that one. What do we get? Some sedatives. Yeah, not bad. Antidote there. That was from the wheelchair guy, I think. You'll see him keep reappearing, disappearing. The one I knocked down from the top. So here's the lift again. So we are on that floor again. But obviously the stairs have all twisted around now. So if you do die, that's where you're going to come up. You can come up the lifts again. And then he can come... Yeah, he's just disappeared again, his body there. Yeah, this is Plip Plop. No idea what's going on with this thing. And this is where we'll drop down in a minute. That's the boss door ahead of us then. So I'm going to drop down from a different area. Yeah, I've no idea what Plip Plop's all about. I just thought I'd show you. So we'll go down the floor below. And then we'll drop down to get the lock shield. We'll go and get the key for the underground, the cells. We'll go and get a different weapon from down there. And then we'll go and do the boss. So you can see I'm getting a bit turned around myself here. Yeah, so this is the way up to the boss. This is where we'll go in a minute. I'm thinking there's another way to get down, but there isn't, so I'm just going to drop down. So from here, if you can just drop down into the floor below, it's just easier. Drop down and then come. This is the covering for where we came into this area, basically, if you look directly above us. Don't let these ones hit you with their madness things. I don't know why that's not falling off. I was expecting it to fall off, but it didn't. Anyway, there's the lock shield, so grab that. It's one of the weapons we need. And now we'll go and get the underground cell key. So if we go on, stay on these stairs, go straight up, and you'll be kind of in the middle floor. So this is a new floor to us. We couldn't get here before, but we're going to get the key. Yeah, here's one of the ones that chucks the... I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's a few of them around. Bit of a dramatic jump there, but never mind. Yeah, so there's a poison one to the right-hand side here. You can see them just there. If you just step forward, they'll try... Yeah, you see it's trying to grab me there. It'll grab you and poison you, so watch out for that. It's just slow poison, but it's still annoying. And there we go, the underground cell key. So this is the one we kind of saw as we were going up that ladder earlier on. We now have that. We can go downstairs, back into the cells, unlock the cell door that I was trying to hit through the wall. And there's an NPC, a hunter there. We'll kill them and get the church pick, which is going to be yet another weapon. Number 12. So yeah, I'm just going to drop down, it's easier. And we'll go back. I'm going to drop down, go take the lift down, and then we'll come back up here and we'll use the lantern because we need to sort of refresh the area to get that NPC that spoke to us at Ludwig's boss area. We need him to appear again so we can speak to him again and carry his sort of storyline along. So yeah, if you have died at all, the other two enemies will be here, the wheelchair guy. So this is the door I was trying to hit through the wall. I'm going to try it again. It's weird. Yeah, he's right there just behind the door. Like I'm hitting him. You're going to see in a minute. Right, so I didn't hit him then. If I kind of look behind here, you can just see them there. So I'm going to try and hit him through the door, which does kind of work actually. And then I can hit him through the wall, which is weird. I don't know why I couldn't before. I could definitely reach him. But yeah, he's simple enough anyway. Especially if you try and cheese him through the wall like that. Yeah, so we don't have the key to go down there yet. That's a lot later on. It's one of the last things we'll do actually. But we can open this door here. This crazy guy here, I'm forgetting his name. We'll see it in a minute. Is if you kill him... So just one hit kill, he's just a normal guy. So if you kill him, you can use him as a summon in the boss fight coming up. So Yamamura, Hunter Hat. Yamamura, I think that's his name. But you can get all of his clothing if you want. And now we'll go all the way back up to that lamp and kind of refresh the area. Don't worry about the enemies coming back. We're going to use a shortcut to get up to the boss door anyway. So the boss we're doing now is the living failures. Yeah, they're easy enough. They really are. They have a massive health pool and there are lots of them, but they only sort of 4 or 5 at a time will appear. So if you quick and you just can't keep killing them over and over again, especially if you've got a summon with you, then you'll be fine. But obviously I'll explain when we get there. So I'm just going to repair my weapon, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, no, yeah, I've got nearly got 100,000. Might as well put a single level in, like it really makes a difference at this point.
Very well.
So what, we're on level 38? Yeah, 38 on skill now. 131 in total or something like that. Pretty ridiculous, to be honest. I'm sure people doing this usually are like level 60 or something. But it just makes the whole experience easier. Here you go, you can see him here. So you speak to him again, exhaust the dialogue. He's basically going to tell you need to kill Maria. So yeah, speak to him for a while, and then we'll on we go to go and do the bosses. So you can see we're actually going to do 2 bosses. The video has less than 10 minutes left. They're both pretty quick. This first fight against the Living Failures is probably the slower of the 2 because they have such a large health pool. And then we have Lady Maria herself, which is pretty simple. It's just such a good fight. But it's quite an easy one. Especially if you're amazing at parrying, because it is essentially a glorified NPC fight. So yeah, I'm just going to get rid of this one. And then we're going to go up the stairs here, and that's going to take us to the door. So yeah, you will get, obviously, get the trophy for the Living Failures, and you'll get the Astral Clocktower key automatically once you beat this boss, and it's back-to-back bosses. Literally, you defeat this one, you get the key, you go through a door, and there's Lady Maria, and that's how it's why it's so quick. There's no area in between them. So here's the guy that we just killed in the cell downstairs. So you can bring him in if you want. Yamamura the Wanderer. Not essential, but can help. It's obviously going to increase the health pool of these guys. Yeah, so you can see they're pretty simple. Big, giant things with really slow attacks. And yeah, you can see that they do have a fair health pool, but yeah, they do die. So there's going to be more and more of them spawning. This is one attack you need to watch out for. You can see them doing it. That's an individual kind of... they summon something out of the sky. Here's an attack you definitely want to watch out for. I was already mid charge when I saw that coming. This one, it's a really slow attack, so you can just kind of move out the way of it. But yeah, just watch out from... there's going to be a few of them in the end, maybe 4 or 5 of them, if you don't keep on top of them. So yeah, you can easily get hit from one of those attacks from behind. But with the friend we've got here, we're going to be able to keep on top of them quite easily. Now the main attack you need to watch out for these guys is going to come up in a minute. Apparently the headbutt as well, which is a bit more one of the bit more annoying ones. Yeah, let's not do 2. It's best to divide and conquer, or just go where Yamamura is and help him out, because he's actually really good at staggering them, leaving them open to visceral attacks. And that attack happening again. So yeah, it's just watching your back, really. It's a very straightforward, simple fight. Pretty boring one as well, to be honest. Yeah, you can see he's staggered them again. He's helpful, he's good to have around. You should be able to take care of him pretty quickly once you get a rhythm going. I'm actually surprised they haven't done their kind of major attack yet. They are going to do it in a minute. Here we go, this is it. So once they all look up at the sky like that, if you face sort of Lady Maria's door and just hide behind this tree here, they always come from the same direction. So you can see there's Lady Maria's door over there. So if you just kind of stay at sort of, I would say 7 o'clock behind that plant, they can't get you. They always come from that direction, those kind of comets. So yeah, you'll be fine. And once you look at them, see them look up at the sky, just hide behind the plant there at about 7 o'clock. Yeah, and they won't get you. They're going to do it in a minute. You can actually hit them. Oh, got hit again. They're going to do it again. And you can attack them while they're doing it, as long as it's safe to do so. You can see I'm already sort of at about 7 o'clock, so we can just carry on and kill them. And here we go. Done. Living failures. Meh. The easiest, boring fight, and now the best fight is coming up. So yeah, we got the key that we need there as well. Now it's on to Lady Maria. But before that, I'm just going to nip back to Hunter's Dream, literally to top up on my blood vials. I only use 3. You shouldn't be burning through blood vials with Lady Maria anyway, but it's always just a good idea to have as many as possible. So that's all I'm doing. Just going back and we'll go and do it. The best fight in the game, I personally think. And there we go. So use the key, and in we go. So yeah, you'll see her in the middle. She won't attack you straight away. You need to go up to her in her chair and interact with her. And she has a really cool entrance. And yeah, it's an NPC fight. She has 3 stages. Get progressively more aggressive, and the range becomes a lot bigger on her attacks. Her amazing weapon there, the Rikuyo, I think it's pronounced. It's a blood tinge weapon, so yeah, that's bad. So there's 2 ways to fight Lady Maria: is dodge to the left of her attacks and get behind her, which is what I do, or you can, if you're good at parrying, you get your gun out and start parrying, and you can go toe to toe with her and you will win. For the most part, you will get your health back, but it is best just to sort of wait for her attack, dodge through it to the left, and try and hit her. And you'll see this is kind of just the normal stage of the fight. Just normal swords, one-on-one, and she'll get more and more angry and aggressive, and sacrifice her own, I don't know what, sanity. I think she's against, with the law, I think she's against the sort of art of what she's doing with the blood tinge. But she's going to start using it. So here's, she's going into the second part. She'll start stabbing herself. I always use these as a point to get a load of damage in. You will get a lot of damage yourself from the explosion. But yeah, don't worry about it. Just step back and heal. It's better to get that damage in. And now you see that her attacks have like this blood aura around them, and they have more of a distance to them. So you need to be further away to be safer. You can see this is a massive attack. I should have gone straight through that, but messed it up completely. Yeah, same attack, same thing happens. You can still parry her, and you can still dodge to the left. And when she does those charges, that's the best. Just dodge to the left, and just keep going. It's a very straightforward fight once you get the kind of rhythm going. And then wait for her to start to enter her 3rd phase, which is this. At this point, just get as much damage as you can in. You will take a lot yourself if you stay there, but it's worth it because now she's in phase 3. She has really long reach and her attacks have fire, but you're not going to see much of it because I did so much damage to her. Then I'm going to be able to kill her before she even gets going. So yes, in her 3rd phase, her attacks have a really long reach. There's lots of fire going on, so you want to shut her down quickly. So that's why I stick around as she's transforming and do as much damage as possible to shorten phase 3, basically. And that's it, Lady Maria. So I don't know what it is about the fight, but I just love it. And that's where we're going to leave this video. So we're going to use the celestial key clock thing that we just got in a minute. Well, in the beginning, not in a minute. It will be for you if you're carrying the videos on, but at the beginning of the next video we'll use that and we'll be on to the fishing hamlets. So we literally just open that big clock face up and we'll be in the fishing hamlets, and that'll be the final area of the DLC. So that's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.